We as motorcyclists are a special breed of Homo sapiens. We don't like to be restrained in four walls for too long. We like the risk that balancing a motorcycle offers, of being closest to the elements with just a few millimeters of leather in between the wild world out there and us. We love to discover new places, to make new friends, to live life to the fullest. Just this year, in the end of January 2020, we were happily finishing our ride from Delhi to Singapore and Sri Lanka. Little did we know that the world will be facing a new enemy, an almost invisible one that would bring the entire world to a standstill. Forget about riding across countries. One couldn't even get out of his home. It would be safe to say that the coronavirus has brought about a situation akin to World War III. And this time, it is not just a few countries battling out their egos, but over 180 countries are at war. And this won't stop until every single human being on this planet gets it. Well, that's not how it probably happened. But you know what? There has been a lot of negativity. People are dying, there's mayhem all over, the whole world is going into a recession. But there must be some positives.
XBHP has been a platform for motorcyclists all over India since 2002, and we never thought that in our lifetime we will see these times akin to World War III. As you can see behind me, this is practically rush hour and we are in one of the busiest intersection in India, which is the medical flyover or the AIIMS. And ironically, this is also a building, the place where people will come to get themselves treated from the coronavirus. MotoGP cancelled, F1 cancelled, Olympics cancelled, Wimbledon cancelled. There are so many events that have been cancelled after running straight for so many years. This is what last happened in World War, perhaps. But these times are a war against an unknown enemy, unseen enemy. So what can possibly XBHP do? What can we possibly do except to stay at home? We thought that why not go around the national capital and see what is actually it to be in the front lines. We took an interview of a doctor who's putting his life at risk. We took interview of a policeman who are actually trying to maintain law and order, because when you keep a whole nation of 1.3 billion people in lockdown for more than 21 days, it's not easy. Things start playing in their minds when they are at home for so long. They cannot stretch their legs, they cannot work. And the hardest hit, I think, are the daily wage laborers. And unfortunately, we are so insulated from their lives, we don't understand how difficult it is for them. But remember, this is not a joyride. We are doing this legally. So in case you plan to do this yourself, make sure you have the permissions. We have a press card. We have spoken to the police. Make sure you do that. The aim of this short video is to show you the positive sides of the pandemic and not only the negatives, which we are actually used to seeing. So let's go.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kapil Dev Soni and I'm an additional professor of critical care at AIIMS New Delhi. I am involved in managing of COVID patients as well as in the COVID task force as well. This is a novel virus which is called as SARS-CoV-2 and it causes a disease called COVID-19. In last decade or so we had 2 or 3 pandemics. It came as a shock to everyone, and then it's highly contagious. That's how it separates from the previous pandemics. Or the world was not prepared to handle such sort of contagious virus. Experience of COVID-19 would help us in preparing better in future. I must appreciate the efforts of the government. They have been very proactively tackling the pandemics. As far as India is concerned, as if now the pandemic is better controlled compared to other Western countries like US, Italy, Spain and France. But a lot needs to be done and we are expecting this is going to be a long haul battle. It's not going to be a month or so. So a lot of ideas has been put forward for the government, including converting railway coaches, other hotel rooms and all. The government is actually welcoming all these ideas. And if the need arises, I think the government would make more isolation facilities, they would try to convert hotels as well into isolation facilities. So the government is welcoming ideas which can help them to save the lives of the citizens. Personally, as a healthcare worker, the people we are working for our citizens, and that's our responsibility we owe to the nation. As far as mental effect is concerned, yes, we are afraid. If we say we are not afraid, yes, we are afraid. But we know that we owe something to the nations, we owe something to the society. And as a doctor, when we pass out, we take a pledge that will help the society to take care of the illnesses. Healthcare worker, if I say we are not mentally affected, this would be a lie. We are affected mentally as well as physically. We have to wear suits and we have to work with those suits. This is tiring. It's not naturally what we do in our day-to-day affairs. But we are mentally strong people. We know what causes the viruses and what does not. And we are taking abundant precautions for that. While we handle the patients, when we see the patients, we are ourselves very cautious and we take all precautions so that the virus is not transmitted to us. Yes, if you look at the positive side, the pandemic has taught us lessons. As lessons in terms of how we do we go about our lives, we take care everything for certainty. It has taught us how to be better prepared, better human being. And as far as we look at the atmosphere, the environment, it has improved a lot. These years, previous years, we used to have a lot of problem of pollutions, air pollutions, the vehicular issues. If you take care of that, the nature is actually recovering. We have been able to flatten the curve. And we are hoping we continue with our good work. The government continues with the good work and flattens the curve, and the peak never arises. But definitely there would be some peak. If you see the trend which is happening in Western countries like US, Italy, which has already peaked. The China has peaked and then now it's on the descending loop of the curve. So there are peaks which would happen. Our country would also go into that situation. But we are trying to mitigate the peak by social distancing, by using precautions a lot, by using lockdown measures, which is helping us a lot. Peak would come, if it at all come, it would be by the end of this month or in the May or June. So May would be a very crucial time. We are expecting this disease the curve would last for at least 4 to 5 months. Now, what happens in 4 to 5 months? People develops herd immunity. If 60% of population develops herd immunity, then the viruses loses its lethality and it becomes sort of an endemic. We are actually also working on the vaccines to develop. Hopefully by the end of 4 to 5 months, we will have some vaccines to cover ourselves.
Let's take a moment to let a fact sink in. That this man, like thousands of others, they're actually in the middle of hundreds of people who are actually infected with the virus. The same virus that we are trying to escape. Helmets off to them.
So the red lights, they are not working, and for a good reason, because there is no people supposed to be on the roads except for essential services and press. Completely empty. But look how green it is. So these are the people who are at the front lines, the police officers, and another barricade. So 2 barricades in space of less than a kilometer. So there was an earthquake yesterday in Delhi, 3.5 on the Richter scale, and you're wondering that what if the earthquake also comes along with the pandemic. I mean, really, there are no rooms in the hospital, and who will be given priority? Because there for sure there are going to be many fatalities, many casualties if an earthquake, a strong earthquake comes in Delhi. I hope it doesn't. So this is the MG road, and this connects Delhi to Gurgaon, and it is impossible to think of cruising through this stretch in rush hour on a weekday, and a weekday it is today. The metros, the construction is stopped, the metro is stopped, and cafes, restaurants, everything, it's basically a standstill. This used to be a haunting ground for supercars and superbikes, completely empty. This is MG Road, one of the busiest road in India, if not the world. And look at the state of this road. Not a soul. Today is a Tuesday and it's supposed to be rush hour at this time. It is impossible even for a person to stand, let alone walk like this. This is beyond amazing. Why I'm saying amazing is because I'm looking at the positive side. A lot of people who are actually stuck in the traffic here, otherwise they get to stay at home. And of course, they are rediscovering their passion, their hobbies, and probably calling up family that they had forgotten about or didn't get time to talk to, and stuff like that. So we are looking for positive things here, and that is what this is all about. And now we are entering into Haryana. This is the Delhi Gurgaon border, and this is a usual route for many motorcyclists here, because after this the Gurgaon Faridabad road starts, and this is practically empty and a lot of barricading here. Sir, press se hai?
This is one of the biggest business districts in India and perhaps the world. Located in the city of Gurugram near Delhi, it houses hundreds of companies' headquarters, and thousands of people come here to work every single day, braving the jammed roads, the heat, the pollution, and what comes along with it, stress. It is unimaginable for this place to be like this at rush hour. Normally this would be jam-packed with cars, honking and spewing poisonous fumes, the people inside it cursing their lives for it. It was a jail that people were getting paid to be in. Now this is what the World Health Organization lists as the major killers. Ischemic heart attack and stroke are the two major killers in the world. Both are caused by stress, amongst other factors. Over 15 million people died just because of these two things worldwide in 2016. This is not to be taken lightly at all. And add to that the pollution caused by the vehicles on the road. If we do not learn right now what the lockdown has taught us, we will surely die more deaths, not because of the virus, but because of our own man-made stressors.
Look at these boards. Everywhere it's about coronavirus. I've never seen the sky so blue, very frankly. Amazing skies. Usually there is a lot of haze. The sky is always white here. But
You can see even the slightest of clouds against the blue skies. Notwithstanding the negative impact on the economy, I have to tell you that this is actually a good thing for a lot of people, especially in urban areas. Rural areas, yes, the farmers, they produce a lot of things, they have been suffering. But on the positive side, there was an Air India flight which took a lot of farm produce just yesterday to Europe. So that is something which is basically direct marketing access to rest of the world, and a lot of things will change as we know it after this. The way people interact, the way people do business, the way people study, the way people keep in touch, there's going to be a very perceptible shift in how different human beings all across the planet, they interact with each other. So there will be a period known as before Corona and after Corona, like before Christ and Anno Domini, BC and AD. Completely empty. This is 8:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. It's hard to imagine such empty roads. But I hope that people, they understand that how important it is to regulate the number of vehicles on the road, the honking, because once you understand what kind of positivity the lack of these things give you, especially honking, it is quite difficult to basically ignore the positive impact of what the coronavirus has to teach us.
And this is Royal Shortle, the place to be if you're a motorcyclist in Delhi, especially on a weekend. And this is shut responsibly so. And we cannot wait for places like these to come back to life. And we hope that everyone gets through these times and they learn something positive.
So this is central Delhi, perhaps one of the most maintained parts of Delhi, and all the politicians, the Rashtrapati Bhavan, of course, and the India Gate, they're all located here. So it's almost practically empty.
13th of April 2020. We are amidst a global emergency, and I'm standing in front of one of the most important icons of India, India Gate. God knows how many trips we have started from here, and not long ago, late last year, we started riding from here all the way till Singapore and Sri Lanka. That we finished end of January 2020. Just a couple of months ago, we couldn't have imagined that going out of our houses would be next to impossible. And this is akin to being in a world war, and the frontline soldiers, they are the police, the traffic police, the doctors. So right now I'm here in this very iconic place to speak to a representative of the Delhi Police, Mr. Vikramji. Let's go. Let us not forget the soldiers who are at the front line against a war with an enemy which is not even visible. Sir, Vikramji ji, thank you so much apna time dene ke liye. We are at India Gate, guys. There is no more important landmark in India, especially for bikers, because if you are riding to London, Singapore, whatever, we've always started from here. Sir, हमें ये बताएंगे कि हर जगह मौत की बातें हो रही हैं, महामारी की बातें हो रही हैं, बट कुछ इसमें से पॉजिटिव भी निकला होगा. तो आपके अकॉर्डिंग इसमें पॉजिटिव क्या हो सकता है?
पॉजिटिव तो सबसे बड़ी जो चीज़ हुई है, आप देख रहे हैं अभी यहाँ पे जो सबसे ज़्यादा पोल्यूशन था
जी,
एक वो कमी आई है उसमें
जी.
और दूसरा जो लोगों में एक यूनाइटेड हुए हैं लोग
जी।
मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल आर कोऑपरेटिंग बट देयर आर फ्यू जो आर्गूमेंट्स करते हैं लेकिन उनको समझा के या लीगल एक्शन लेके हम उस पर इसको इम्पोज करवा रहे हैं इसको।
जी अभी बिफोर द वायरस स्ट्रक एंड आफ्टर द वायरस स्ट्रक क्राइम रेट ड्रॉप तो हुआ होगा?
क्राइम रेट में डेफिनेटली बहुत ज़्यादा कमी आई है
जी।
एक तरह से न्यू दिल्ली में तो नीली हो गया है।
इसमें इसके बाद आपको क्या लगता है कि कुछ बिहेवियर में चेंज आएगा जनरल पब्लिक में, स्पेशली जो लोग हैं जो थोड़ा से उनका माइंडसेट रहता है टूवर्ड्स क्राइम, अभी वो सीखेंगे कि हाँ हम भी अफेक्टेड हो सकते हैं। सारी सोसाइटी जो है चाहे वो रिच हो या गरीब हो अभी अफेक्ट हो गए हैं। आपको क्या लगता है इसके बाद क्या होगा जब ये सब ठीक हो जाएगा?
हम ये उम्मीद करते हैं भी ऐसा डिसिप्लिन बाद में भी सोसाइटी में रहे
जी।
ताकि एक अच्छा समाज बन सके, इसके बाद भी ये डिसिप्लिन रहे लोगों में।
जी। मैं एक और सवाल पूछना चाहूँगा कि हम जो ऑडियंस को एड्रेस कर रहे हैं वो बेसिकली कार और मोटरसाइकिल एंथुसियास्ट हैं, तो आप उनको कुछ कहना चाहेंगे कि पहली बात तो कि वो घर पे रहें, या कुछ जो भी टिप्स है आप जनरल वो प्लीज़ आप बोल सकते हैं?
जब ये लॉकडाउन शुरू हुआ था तो कुछ बाइकर्स का मूवमेंट देखने को मिला था, नॉट हाई एंड, लेकिन कुछ लोग मौज मस्ती के लिए आ रहे थे
जी।
तो एक्शन लिया गया तो वो स्टॉप हुए। तो ऐसे काम ना करें जिससे अपने आप को या दूसरों को खतरा हो।
You heard that? Please listen to the police because they are putting their life on the line for us, and nobody wants to be on the road under the sun like this. Sir, I thank you so much for your services. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Even the malls are closed. Will we see a departure from the mall culture? More online shopping? You never know. This could be one of the effects after the coronavirus. Delivery guys like him, they're putting their lives on the line for us. They're actually bringing us food. So hats off to them.
स्विगी में डिलीवरी करता हूँ। इस समय जब हमारे पास ऑर्डर आ रहे हैं तो रास्ते खाली मिल रहे हैं और हमें डिलीवरी करने में कोई परेशानी नहीं मिल रही है, और हमें कस्टमर का जैसे 4th फ्लोर है तो ऊपर नहीं जाना पड़ रहा है, नीचे से ही हम दे रहे हैं। कस्टमर खुद आके नीचे से डिस्टेंस बना के ऑर्डर ले रहे हैं हमसे।
What we learned is that people in general might stop taking their lives for granted. They might grow a bit more compassionate towards others, especially the underprivileged and the poor. They might also think a bit about their own lives, how much time they have, and what will they do with all that money if they're not healthy, and if planet Earth is angry with us. Perhaps this was just a gentle warning from that person upstairs, whoever created us. And it says, don't mess up with planet Earth, because I am in full control. Till then, ride safe and take care.